Bill O'Reilly has a wonderful new idea, which is, I believe, quite an old idea, about building a wall on the border. Oh, wow, genius, he just came up with it.
Krauthammer on his program said, I guess about 2 weeks ago, that if you built a border fence like they did in East Germany, nobody could get through that fence, all right? Nobody. It was a formidable obstacle. And the Israelis have done the same thing to keep out terrorism there. So, we haven't done that on the southern border. That's mistake number one. Mistake number two is, in this current flashpoint situation in the Rio Grande Valley, not far from where you live in Austin, you could put National Guard there to stop the madness, just as you stopped the madness in the Rodney King riots, in Hurricane Katrina, and all of those other things. There is a dereliction of leadership here, and I believe it's political. I believe it's political. That Obama didn't do it, Bush the elder didn't do it, Bush the younger didn't do it, Clinton didn't do it, because they don't want to tee off a voting block.
Interesting. Now, I like his praise for East Germany there. Well played, Bill O'Reilly. You know, the other thing they had on the Berlin Wall were guards with weapons, and if someone tried to cross the wall, they would execute them. So that's a little bit of a difference. Does Bill O'Reilly want that? Don't answer that, Bill. Don't answer it, okay? So, now, second point is, really, a wall across the border. Well, let's do a little investigation. How long was the Berlin Wall? That's a good question, right? 87 miles. Now, that's a big wall, 87 miles. How about the West Bank wall that he alludes to there? Well, that's a long distance, 430 miles, right? But actually, 90% of that is just a simple fence. Only 10% of it is an actual concrete wall. So that's actually only 43 miles of wall. How long is the U.S. Mexico border? 1,954 miles, nearly 2,000 miles. Do you have any idea what kind of expense it would be to build a 2,000-mile wall? Now, furthermore, I'm given to understand that these walls can be quite large and hard to breach, and maybe Bill O'Reilly got this idea from watching some television, perhaps from this. He's like, look, even a wildling giant couldn't get past that wall. It worked for the crows. And so the Rights Watch begins. You goofball, it's nearly impossible to, and you guys would wail about the cost, except of course it would go to your subcontractors, which you would secretly be very happy about, and you'd ironically probably get immigrants to build that wall, okay? But it's not a 43-mile wall. It's not an 87-mile wall. It'd be a 2,000-mile wall. Plus, think about the consequences. Now they're saying, we want papers from everybody. Papers! We want to build a giant wall like the Berlin Wall. You see what they're doing? They're trying to turn us into East Germany. Now you would think, wait a minute, well, East Germany was communist and aren't these guys opposed? No, they love authoritarian rule, where everybody's nervous and everybody's carrying around weaponry and everybody's looking at each other suspiciously, and certain races are looked on even more suspiciously, and there are giant walls everywhere and everybody's got to present their papers. Are you kidding me? That's a right-winger's wet dream. So there's O'Reilly and Rove thinking, oh, a wall, wouldn't it be great? And you ask everybody for papers and you say, hey, listen, brown man over there, where's your papers? And how'd you get past my wall? If that's your vision of an ideal America, okay, great, you're a right-winger, enjoy, okay? That's not my ideal vision. Look, we have to find a way to have people follow the law here and get here the right way, okay? But there are different ways to do that. And I don't think this is the way that's the American way.